Hello, welcome to our class number 5 of our yoga course for beginners. My name is Richelyn Garcia, and today I am going to be sharing with you a class where we are going to mainly learn how to do the seated postures. In this class, we are also going to do a warm-up of our joints, all the joints of our body, and then do some sun salutations of Ashtanga. And then finally, we are going to finish the class with a breathing awareness relaxation. For this class, you might need a block or any object that you have for support and also a belt. So if you don't have it, maybe you go and grab it and put it next to your mat. So we are ready to start. We start by standing. We connect our feet with the floor. We are grounded, and now we're standing, but we are not really activating the whole body like we do usually in the standing postures. We are a bit more relaxed. Now we are going to start by making small circles with our head towards the left side. So we make really small circles as if we wanted to draw an O on the top of the roof. And we make the circles and we try to make them bigger and bigger, but slowly. Make the circle bigger until now we made the biggest circle we can do, and we start to bring the left ear towards the left shoulder, the head back, and the right ear towards the right shoulder without lifting the shoulder, keeping it relaxed, and then the chin towards the chest. We just keep circling our head. You can close your eyes and feel the movement of your neck. And now the next time you bring your chin towards your chest, stop for one moment. Inhale, exhale, and with the next inhalation, start making big circles towards the right. Slowly, feeling the movement. And now we start shrinking the circle, making it smaller and smaller, slowly. Until our head is almost straight and we can barely tell that we are circling our head. Okay, now we keep our head still, and then we lift our shoulders, we bring them back, down, and then towards the front, again back up, back, down. We circle the shoulders back. And feel the muscles that are being involved in this movement. And now we switch, we do the movement in the opposite direction. Now we stop, relax the shoulders, and then we are going to turn our head towards the left as we inhale. Then we exhale, bring it to the center, and then we inhale, bring it to the right. exhale, center. Inhale, left. Exhale, center. Inhale, right. And now stop towards the right. And feel the stretch on the left side of your neck. Now inhale, come back to center. And as you exhale, bring it to the left. And just feel the stretch on the right side. Now bring your head back to the center. Inhale. And with the exhalation, now try to bring your right ear towards the right shoulder without lifting the shoulder. And feel the stretch on the left side of the neck and shoulder. Hold it. Inhale, lift the head up. And now with the exhalation, bring it towards the left. Hold it for one moment. And then inhale, bring it to the center. And now bring the chin towards your chest and again make a big circle towards the right. Once you are again in the center, then make the circle on the other direction. Stay with the chin on your chest. Inhale, lift your head up. And now lift the arms and make big circles towards the back. Feel your arms. And now maybe we turn around and now we make circles towards the front. Now we keep the arms in front of us and we are going to move the left hand down and the right arm up. So we make circles in opposite directions. It might feel a bit weird, but notice the movements of the chest while you do this. Might feel funny. And now we switch. Now we move the right hand down and the left hand up and do opposite movements. Now, maybe you are starting to feel now your arms. Hold on. Turn your palms up and then bend your elbows and touch your shoulders and then extend the arm. Touch your shoulder, extend, touch your shoulder. Now, extend the arm and palms facing down. Bring the thumb towards your palm and close your fist. And circle your wrist. Now circle in the other direction. Then now you're going to open your fingers, spread them as much as you can, and then squeeze your hand. Spread, squeeze, spread, squeeze. Try to do it quickly. And now we are just going to shake our hands and our arms. We stop. And now, if you are not standing with your feet more or less hip width apart, maybe you can separate your feet now. And we are going to start turning from side to side. having the movement come from the hips, and we just let the arms hang. So we stimulate the vertebrae, the spine. Now we start to slow down the movement as if we just turn off a fan and it slowly stops. Now we are going to put our hands on our hips and make circles towards the left with our hip. We bring them to the left, to the back, to the right, to the front, and make big circles with the hips. Feeling the hips, the movement of the hips. Now we turn around and start making the circles towards the right. Now we stop, put our feet together, bend the knees, and then we start circling the knees to the left. In this movement, what we are actually moving is the hips, the femur bone and the hips and the ankles. There is very little movement happening on the knees. And then we do the circles on the other side. Now we stop, we stand up again, and now we are going to lift the right leg, and then we inhale, extend the leg, and then exhale, bend the knee. Inhale, we extend, exhale, we bend the knee. Challenging the balance. Now we stop with the knee bend and start making circles with our ankle. In one direction, then we change direction. Feel our ankle, the movement, how big we can make the circle with our ankle, and how when we circle our ankle, our chin muscles are being also stimulated. Now we stop and we spread the toes and then squeeze them. Spread, squeeze, spread, squeeze, spread, squeeze. Now we bring the right foot down, lift the left leg, and then extend, bend, extend, bend, extend, bend. Now we stop with the knee bend and we circle our ankle in one direction. Then on the other direction. Noticing how the movement is not limited only to the ankle. Now we spread our toes, then squeeze. Spread, squeeze. Spread, squeeze. We bring the left foot down, then we check the leg, and check the whole body. As if we were in a concert, enjoying music, and we are happy and we don't care about anything. Now we can experiment with our body and do a lot of different movements, explore our range of movement. You can do any movement that you want and go a bit wild with it. Maybe you come into a squat and try to open the legs and close them. Come up and down. Come back to standing and shake again. Now we inhale, lift the right arm and stretch towards the left. Exhale, come up, and then inhale, lift the left arm up and bend towards the right, stretching the left side of the body. Inhale, come back up. And now we are ready to start. We come to the top of our mat. We activate our feet, our legs, our abdomen. Our chest is open, shoulders relaxed, and we tune in with our Ujjayi breath. So we inhale, lift the arms up, and then exhale, bring the arms down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Now we inhale, arms up. And then as we exhale, we start folding forward from our hips. We go into Uttanasana. Bend your knees if you have to. And then inhale, come halfway up. And then as you exhale, place the hands on the floor, bring the feet back. Inhale in your plank. And then as you exhale, bring the knees down, lean forward and come all the way down. Then inhale, activate your legs, your abdomen, and come up into a cobra. Remember, shoulders away from the ears, and then exhale, lower down. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Press firmly with your hands. Bring your head in between your arms, shoulders away from the ear. The back is straight. And now, because this is our first down dog of the day, we can walk the dog. This means that we are going to bend one knee and then straighten the other and then alternate with each inhalation and exhalation. So we inhale, bend the right knee, straighten the left, and then we exhale, bend the left, straighten the right. And then we inhale, bend the right knee, straighten the left, and we keep doing this for a few breaths. Inhale, exhale. Now go back to keeping your legs still. Inhale. And as you exhale, walk your feet towards your hand. Inhale, come halfway up. And then exhale, fold forward. Press firmly with your feet, engage your legs, and come all the way up into standing. And arms over your head, and then palms together in front of your chest with your exhalation. Inhale, arms up over your head, and exhale, fall forward, Uttanasana. Remember to keep your back straight, bend your knees. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, place the hands on the floor and bring your feet back. Come into a plank. Inhale. And as you exhale, bring the knees down, lean forward and come all the way down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. And as you exhale, walk your feet next to your hands. Inhale, come halfway up. And then as you exhale, fall forward. Inhale, press firmly with your feet and come back into standing. Exhale, bring your palms together in front of your chest. Now, Sun Salutation B. Inhale, bring the arms over your head. And then as you exhale, bend your knees, touch the floor, and come in your Utkatasana, chair pose. Remember to keep the weight on your heels. And then exhale, fall forward into your Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, hands on the floor, feet back, come into a plank. Inhale here, and then as you exhale, bring the knees down, lean forward and come all the way down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. And now with the exhale, you are going to bring the right foot next to the right hand. Lower the back heel, lengthen your back. And then with the inhale, come all the way up for warrior one. Remember, knee over the ankle. Feet are grounded. And now as you exhale, bring the hands down. Bring the right foot back. Come into a plank. Inhale. And as you exhale, lower the knees down, lean forward and come all the way down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. And as you exhale, bring the left foot next to the left hand. Lower the back heel, lengthen your back. And then with the inhale, come all the way up into standing. Pressing firmly with your feet. Exhale. Bring the hands down to the floor. Lift the right heel. Bring the left foot back. Come into a plank. Inhale. And as you exhale, lower the knees down, lean forward and come all the way down. Inhale, cobra. Shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Remember the back straight. Bend your knees if you have to. Abdomen is active. Shoulders are away from the ears without tension. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Now, as you exhale, walk your feet towards your hands. And then inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. And then as you inhale, bend your knees, put the weight of your body on your heels, and come into your Utkatasana chair pose. Exhale, come back to standing, Samasthiti. And now we are ready for our seated postures. So we inhale, lift the arms up, and then as we exhale, bending from our hips, we do our Uttanasana. We inhale, come halfway up, Ardha Uttanasana. And then as we exhale, we bring the hands next to our feet, bring the feet back, and come into a downward facing dog. We inhale and exhale, keeping the length in the back, shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. And now as we exhale, we are going to bring the knees down and come sitting on the mat for the first pose, Dandasana or staff pose. So this pose is very simple. We are just sitting on the floor with our legs extended in front of us, toes pointing up. And we want to make sure when we are here that our back is straight. So if it's hard to keep our legs extended in front of us and sit with a straight back, maybe we want to use some support. Maybe you have a cushion, a folded blanket, pillow, and then you sit on top of it, and then you will be able to keep the length on your back. So maybe you have a block that is a bit high, and then with time maybe you use then a blanket that is a bit lower until you can finally sit directly on the floor. So here we want to hold the pose for a couple of breaths. Our legs are active and our abdomen is active, back is straight, and we keep our chest open and shoulders relaxed. So maybe you can place your hands next to your hips. Maybe you can just touch with your fingertips. And then we here hold the pose. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Remember your Ujjayi breath. Breathe deeply towards your belly. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Seems like a very easy pose, but when you are holding it, doesn't seem so easy anymore. So now let's try to do it with our arms up. We lift the arms up, keeping the shoulders away from the ears. We inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. And as you exhale, you can lower the arms down. Maybe you can bring the arms back and relax your leg. Let go. Have a little break. Maybe shake your hips. And now we come back to Dandasana, sitting with our legs extended on the front. And the next pose is Paschimotanasana, or seated forward fold, or head to toes pose. And because we are starting, maybe we cannot fully bend forward. So once again, maybe you can sit directly on the floor. But then when you try to bend forward, you cannot do this. You should do it from your hips. So then it's good to use the block, lift your hips, and then this will help you to fall forward. So then we place our hands, keeping our toes pointing up. We place our hands next to our legs and start folding forward from our hips, keeping the length on the back, keeping the chest open. So we are here. We inhale, look towards the front. And then as we exhale, we try to go a bit deeper into the pose. So as we try to go deeper, we try to go from the hips. So we don't try to just bring the chest and the head down to feel that we are making the advanced pose. Another option that we can do here, instead of having the hands next to our legs, is that we can try to put a belt around our feet and then hold the belt like this and keep the length. This will help us keep the length in our back. We keep the chest open and then we will feel the pose a bit more. And then we inhale, and with the exhalation we try to come a bit deeper. Also, if this pose is a bit hard for you, it's like too strong, then maybe you can bend the knees to come a bit deeper. So remember to respect your body and don't push it too much, too hard. Where you starting slowly. The more you practice, the more it will open and you will be able to do deeper poses. So now let's just bring our hands back, shake our legs. Maybe we bend our knees, and then with the inhalation we lift up, lift our hips, then exhale, lower down. Now the next pose we are going to do, again we extend our legs in front of us, and we do Janusirsasana, or head to knee pose. So we are going to bend our left leg and bring the left foot towards the inner thigh. Then maybe our knee is a bit high here, it's fine. Maybe it's a bit lower. And then the angle might be maybe 75 degrees. When we bend our knee, the tendency is that our body starts to twist a bit, not diagonal. So we want to twist the body towards the front of the mat. We want to keep the right leg active, the toes pointing up, chest open. And now once again we try to fold forward from our hips. Then maybe we can walk with our fingers toward the front, and then here we hold the pose. We inhale and exhale. Our abdomen is also active, legs are active. We are pressing with the right heel on the floor. We are connected to our sitting bones. We inhale, and with every exhalation we might try to go deeper on the pose. We inhale and exhale. Now as we inhale, we come back up and we switch sides. Now we bend the right leg. We connect with our sitting bones, keeping our back straight, chest open, left leg is active, toes pointing up. We place the hands next to our leg and try to lean forward. We inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Feel the pose. Probably you're feeling it on the back of your left leg and also on the inner thighs. And with every exhalation, try to go a bit deeper. And then with the next inhalation, just come back up. Now I'm just going to show you the final expression of the pose. So if you practice a lot, you might be able to do it. So we are having the bent leg in a 90-degree angle like this, and then we twist our body towards the front, and then we start leaning forward and bring the chin towards the chin and have the arms around our right foot. And this is the final expression of the pose, just for inspiration and to show you what you can do if you have discipline in your practice of yoga. So now let's just bring our hands back and bend our knees and move them from side to side. Maybe we lift up our hips with the inhalation and then exhale, lower down. Once again, we inhale and then exhale, lower down. Now our next pose is called Marichasana A. There are actually 4 variations. Today we are going to learn only one. So we are going to bend the right leg, and we are going to place one hand in between our thigh and the foot. So there should be like the distance of one hand between the foot and the leg. And we try to bring the right foot as close as we can to the thigh. Then, keeping the length on our back, now we are having our weight more or less on the left sit bone, and maybe our right hip is a bit lifted. We lean a bit forward, and then we are going to try to bring our right arm around the leg. So maybe I do it on the other side so you can see it better. So maybe left side. So we keep one hand distance in between the leg and the thigh and the foot, and we lean forward. This hip, the left hip, might be a bit lifted, and then we lean forward and then bring the left arm around and try to grab the right hand, the right wrist. So if you cannot do this, then maybe you can grab a belt and then you just hold here the belt. Keeping the chest open, we are going to press our right heel on the mat, and the foot that is from the bended leg, we are going to be actively pressing it on the floor. So it's like we are pushing the floor with this foot. And then we are here and we hold the pose. We inhale and then exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, and with the exhalation we can try to go a bit deeper in the pose. Bending a bit more forward. In the final expression of the pose, you will also bring the chin toward the chin, like this. But maybe you are here. That's okay, it's totally fine. You are feeling the pose, so you are doing it. So now we inhale and come back and switch sides. Now we bend the right knee. We check the distance between the thigh and the foot. And bring the right arm around the left leg and try to grab the left wrist. Maybe we help ourselves with a belt. Then we press firmly with our right foot and the left heel on the floor and try to lean forward, keeping the chest open. Our core is also active in this pose. When we are doing yoga, the poses serve our body and our body don't serve the poses. This means that we are doing the pose for its function. It's going to open our body, it's going to stretch our bodies here and there. So if we are feeling the stretch, it means that we are doing the pose. So the pose is serving its purpose. The purpose of the pose is not to injure us. So we are the ones who control what the pose does to us. So we have to be very mindful and respect our body and what it can do in this moment. So now we inhale and come back up, extend the right leg, bring the hands back, maybe shake the legs and the hips, bend the knees, then inhale, lift the hips up, then exhale, lower down. Now the next pose is Badha Konasana or butterfly pose. So we are going to bring our feet together in front of us. Maybe your feet are a bit away from your body, or maybe you can bring them closer, and maybe your knees are higher up. So as I said before, if you are feeling the pose, you are doing it. So in this pose, you are going to feel your inner thighs, your groin. You want to keep your back straight and chest open. And here we are going to try to open the soles of our feet as if we're reading a book while we keep the length in the back and the chest open. And maybe you stay here. You are being challenged enough in this pose. Or maybe you can try to go a bit deeper and then start folding forward. Remember, when we fold forward, we do it from the hips, unless we are doing a specific position where we have to round our back, which is not the case in this. So we try to bring the chest towards the feet. Maybe you are just here, you are already feeling the stretch on your backs and on your inner thighs, and this is enough. You are doing the work. So we inhale and exhale. Breathe deeply towards your belly. Now we inhale, we come back up, and maybe we extend the legs again towards the front. Give it a shake. And now we try to do Uphavistha Konasana. So we are going to open our legs towards the sides, and we're going to point our toes up. Maybe you are here, it's fine. So try to find your edge, your limit, where you are feeling like, oh my God, I feel this stretch, and then just do a bit less where you are, okay, I'm feeling the stretch, but it's not like, oh my God. Then we keep the length in our back. Once again, if we cannot keep the back straight, then maybe we can use some support, and then we just stay here. So this will be our open butterfly. So we inhale here and exhale. Now maybe we can try to go deeper in the pose, and then we are going to place the hands in front of us, keeping the length in the back. The chest is open, so we inhale, keeping the legs active, so we are actively pressing with the heels on the mat. And with every exhalation, we try to go a bit deeper in the pose and fall a bit more forward, respecting our limits, respecting our body. We inhale and exhale. So maybe now I will show you, just for inspiration, maybe what the final expression of this pose is. So we will come here, maybe bring the forearms on the floor, and then maybe the final expression, we will bring the chest towards the floor and be here. But for this, we have to practice a lot. Now we can help our legs with our hands and bend the knees. Then maybe we stand them in front of us and shake them, move them from side to side. We bend the knees and then lift the hips up and then lower down again. And now, just for fun, we are going to try to do Uphavistha Konasana. So we are going to open our legs. This will be the pose. But now it's just for fun, just to have a go of the things that we can do in yoga. So maybe we just hold our legs here, trying to keep the length in the back and the chest open. We are just here, just to have fun, because we have to have fun when we are doing yoga. And then just let go and sit. And now, just to continue the fun, we are going to do Navasana, boat pose. So for this pose, our core is very important, because the strength to do this pose comes from our core. So we want to make sure that our abdomen is active. So we are sitting here. We're having our seated bones grounded. We feel our sitting bones on the mat. We keep the length in our back. And then we are going to hold our legs behind the knees. And maybe we bend them a bit more. And we try lifting our heels, and we are here on the tip of our toes and leaning already a bit back. And then, connecting with our core, we inhale and lift the feet. Here. You can do it. And hold the pose for a couple of breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Activate your core. That's where the strength's coming from. Inhale, and as you exhale now, rest. Now let's try again. Practice makes perfect. So activate your core, keep the length on your back, chest open, and then bring the legs up. Maybe you are here, maybe you can lift the legs here, and maybe you are feeling a bit adventurous and you want to even let go of your legs and bring your hands to the side and hold the pose here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And as you exhale, let go. And you don't have to do this. I just want to show you the final expression of the pose. We will be here, core engaged, and we extend the legs in front of us. And we are here. Navasana. This is an amazing pose to strengthen our core. Now, after all these challenges, we are ready for our relaxation. So let's come into a plank. Not a very relaxing pose, but we are making our way there. So come into a plank, inhale, exhale. Inhale, bring the knees down, and bring the chest down, and come all the way down. Rest here for one moment, and then inhale, come into a tabletop, and then exhale, do a downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Now bring your feet towards your hands and sit and make your way down to Shavasana. Separate your feet. Make any adjustments that you need to do now to be able to relax. Breathe deeply, and with every exhalation, relax your body, your full body. Now, I would like for you to place your left hand underneath your belly button and your right hand on your right rib. Now, take a deep breath in and feel how your belly expands, your ribs, lips. And now take a deep breath in and feel how with the inhalation the belly and the ribs expand, and how with the exhalation they contract. Now just breathe naturally and try to feel the movement of your breath on your belly and ribs. Now you can let go of your hands and just place them on the side of your body. And try to feel the expansion of your belly and your ribs without your hands. Now bring your awareness to your nose and feel the air as it goes in your body with every inhalation. Feel how maybe it is a cold air. Feel as the air goes through your nostrils. Now bring your awareness to the exhalation and feel how the air goes through your nostril as you exhale, and how maybe this air is a bit more warm. Now try to be aware of both the inhalation and exhalation as it happens on your nostrils. And now try to feel the whole process as the air goes in through your nostril and then goes down towards your belly, expanding your abdomen and your ribs. And then as the air exits and your belly and ribs contract and the warm air leaves through your nostrils. Without trying to control it, just observe as all of this is happening with your natural breath. Now take a deep breath in towards your belly. And as you exhale, you can start moving your fingers and toes. Circling your wrists and ankles. In one direction and then on the other direction. Then you can move your head from side to side. And stretch your body. After stretching, you can do any movement that you feel like doing in this moment. And now you can choose to turn to one side and just chill there for one moment, and then press with your hand and sit, or you can choose to stay on your back and then bring the legs towards your chest, and then come directly into sitting. Take your support, sit, keeping your back straight. I'm starting to sound like a broken record saying all of the time, keep your back straight. Now place your hands on your legs and close your eyes. Relax your shoulders. Breathe deeply towards your belly. And exhale. Now bring the palms of your hands together in front of your chest. And use practice on gratefulness. Just give thanks to the universe, to life, for whatever it is that you are grateful for today. Now take a deep inhale towards your belly. And as you exhale, bring the palms of your hands toward your forehead and your head towards your heart. And with the inhalation, slowly lift your head up and slowly open your eyes. Thank you. I hope that you really enjoy this class, that you have fun, and that you learn something new. I am looking forward to reading your comments to know which was the most challenging sitting posture for you. And of course, I hope to see you for the next one. Thank you. Namaste. Don't bite me. Good. Why you biting? Why you bite me? Why you attacking me? Stop it. No attacking me.